This is March of the Kings by Reinhold. It's been arranged by Pauline Hall. Lento e maestoso, so slowly and majestically. I'll do it hand separately first, just to show you what's going on. This has got to be really quite slow and big and strong, but the middle section is actually very, very beautiful. That third bar where you've got the slur, really push down on that accent and pull back on that chord. So it's la, 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 la. And then the character changes in this beautiful piano. That's the left hand. Now the right hand's a little bit more complicated because this middle section excuse me, this middle section you've got to keep as smooth as possible. And again, like with the left hand here, you've got a sort of appoggiatura. Now they're saying 3-2, but that makes that a little bit of a stretch for small hands, and then a 3-1. So I'm doing a 2-1, and then 1-5, and then a 3-1. And I'm actually splitting that into 2 slurs, not 1, just because it makes it a lot easier for small hands, and it still works. Some of you have done this this technique before and some of you haven't. What we're trying to do is we're kind of create this on the top. So that's very legato. With the thumb doing that underneath. Which means that as you bring up to do the next chord, what we don't want is this. Hold on to that F sharp, lift up the thumb. Is it still there? Hold up the thumb. Hold up the thumb. Lift up the thumb. Okay, I'll do that again. Now that gives the illusion of everything being legato, even though it's not. If you're struggling with this, you can try making some of it staccato, which can actually help. So if you make the bottom note staccato, then that sort of accents the idea that one half of your hand is doing one thing and the other half is doing another thing. So again. And then back to not staccato. So it's the same thing, but it's just not as bouncy. Now if you imagine that this bottom half is doing a quaver and then a quaver rest rather than a sudden. If you leave it too long to lift up that thumb, what happens is it becomes really, really clonky. Like that. sudden tension to get it back down again. So one, off, off, one, off, off. Next bit, it's exactly the same. So again, I would start on a 2 and a 1 rather than a 3 and a 2. And then a 3 and a 1 gives you a 4 and a 1, and then a 5. Now, again, some of you have done this before. Slide up there, do you see that? That means that A sharp can be legato. Now this is really complex. This is the fingering given. And that'll work for some of you. I don't like it much. I can do it, but I don't like it. The idea is still the same, that you're lifting up the bottom, lifting up the bottom half. I tend to do something that looks more like this with a 3, change to a 5, I'll do that again, 4, 3, change to a 5, so we had a 3, we're changing to a 5, that gives me all these 3. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this is what they have, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5, 1, that comes underneath. It's not as awkward as it looks. 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1. And this is what I do, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, change to 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 4, 2. Be quite careful as well. These are poggiaturas. Up there. Don't put them in the last line. They're not there. It's not flat, but it's accent, accent, off, accent, 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 soft, and accent, accent. So there's a load more accents in the second half. Right, so if I run through the right hand again without stopping. I also did a sort of a rit, more of an allegando at the end, just to really bring out that last exciting finish.